The biggest falsehood I hear in today's society is the lie that life is all about yourself. Let me explain a bit. All the time on Facebook groups, in chatting with friends, on forums, on blog posts, and even here on YouTube, I see comments like, "Just do what feels good. I'm so glad that you're doing what is right for you. You should be happy. You deserve to be happy." And I get really, really frustrated because life is not about your happiness. Let me back up a minute. So, this is something that I learned in my early 30s. Life is not about my happiness. Life should not be about my comfort. Life should not be about getting what I want right when I want it all the time. But wait, you may say, if it doesn't hurt anyone, what's the big deal? And I want to tell you something that just has always occurred to me. Every single decision you make, going to McDonald's, getting in a car, going to Walmart, buying shoes off of the internet, every single decision you do is affecting everyone around you for good or for bad. And you may not know how that decision is affecting them until you make it. Every single decision you make, you take your kid to the doctor, they may be sick. At the doctor's office, they may catch the flu from another kid whose parent brought them to the doctor. Is that parent's fault or your fault? No, it's just happenstance. But everything that you do is affecting people around you in some minute way that you can't even tell, that you can't even see. Therefore, saying, if it doesn't hurt anyone, do it, is not a good parameter for measuring your next action by. So what should you measure your actions by? What should you think about when you're trying to make a decision about what you want to do next? Well, here's what I've learned in my 30s and the things that I think about before I make a decision now. First of all, you need to think about society. How will your decision impact the society around you? Will it be for better or for worse? You are a part of your culture. Wherever you live, whatever culture you're in, you are affecting your culture on a daily basis. Are you making your culture better or worse? The next thing I think of is, will this decision make me a better person? Will it positively impact my growth? Is this decision that I'm making giving in to an addiction or a emotional or physical response? For example, looking at my cell phone. I can look at my cell phone all day and I can get caught up on checking Facebook and responding to people and putting myself out there on social media. But is this healthy? Is this good for me? Is this good for my children, for me to always be on my phone? So many times in my 20s, I chose something because it made me feel good, whether it was sexual, whether it was emotional, whether it was the food I was eating. It made me feel good. It made my endorphins rise. And I never gave a thought to, is this decision that I'm making, how is it going to impact my future? Is it going to make me a better person? Is it going to help me be a good part of society, a positive part of society? Or is it just furthering my emotional, mental, sexual need at that moment? We have a society of people now that are living for their own pleasure. They are like Pavlov's dog. They see food, they salivate. And today I'm here to tell you that life is not about your happiness. Life is not about getting what you want when you think you want it. Life is not about how you feel at every point in the day. You can't be happy all the time, and you shouldn't expect life to just be this joyous adventure where you just move from one great experience to the next. That's not life. Life is hard work. Sure, there's happy times and good times in your life, but you have to work hard for those. And you have to keep in mind your own personal growth and what you would like to accomplish and see in society. It may feel good, but that doesn't mean that you should do it. And that's just my tips for today. Bye.